This is a unique talk show that talks about controversies, lifestyle, issues in and out of the country. This is Let's Talk. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of a talk show that talks about controversies, issues, and lifestyle. I'm Derick Gonzales and this is Let's Talk. This week, mga kaibigan, mga kasentro, o di kayo mga kakailian, maganda ang ating topic ngayon dahil it's also a great honor and a privilege for me na ma-interview at makausap natin ang isa sa pinaka-importante na department sa atin dito sa bansa natin. Even though lalo-lalo na sa atin ng mga empleyado at sa mga employer at the same time. Dahil nga po, this week, atin po makakausap ang Chief Head ng Department of Labor and Employment Ilocos Sur. Walang iba. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Talk. We have Miss Fresnaida Gundan. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Derick.
Welcome to Let's Talk.
Yes, thank you for inviting me here.
Yeah, it's also a great honor at napaunlakan mo ang aming invitation para sa inyo. Pag-usapan natin ang serbisyo ng DOLE. Well, everybody knows about DOLE. It's a Department of Labor and Employment. Ano nga ba talaga ang DOLE? Ano ba talaga ang serbisyo na ibinibigay sa mga tao, or especially sa employee and employer at the same time? Ano, ma'am?
Ang Department of Labor and Employment, as the name of the agency connotes, is an agency that implements program, regulates the relationship between employer and employees po. So meron tayong Labor Code of the Philippines, nandiyan po yung mga batas kung na nag-govern kung ano yung dapat, yung karapatan, rights and obligations of both employer and employees. So yan po ang ating panuntunan, yan ang ating sinusundan. Ang Department of Labor and Employment naman po sila yung agency na nagpapatupad ng mga batas na ito.
Silang nanghuhuli.
Ngayon po, talking of huli, hindi na po ngayon ang huli ang term.
Ano tawag na ito?
A developmental approach na po ngayon.
Developmental.
So we are trying to help both employer and employees to as much as possible preserve their employment, kasi yan po ang kailangan ngayon. Isa sa mga problema ng ating bansa is unemployment. So as much as possible, we would like to preserve employment, promote employment, enhance those that already exist.
And at the same time ba, ang DOLE din ang nagpa-file ng kaso sa isang employer or employee pag may nakitang pagkakamali or paglabag sa batas?
Hindi po kami nagfa-file. Meron po tayong tinatawag na routinary inspection of all establishments. Ang DOLE or ang Department of Labor and Employment or DOLE ay merong regular program na tinatawag na routinary inspection. Meron po tayong mga labor inspectors throughout the country and even the province of Ilocos Sur na nagko-conduct po ng checking ng mga all business establishments to check their compliance, the employers or the establishment's compliance to the minimum wage law.
Okay.
Other related benefits po.
Mamaya pag-usapan natin yung benefits and of course the wages. But before that, ma'am, bago tayo mag-upisa talaga, being the chief head ng DOLE Ilocos, how long have you been the chief and how long have you been with DOLE?
Yeah. Ako po sa Ilocos Sur more than 2 years pa lang. I came from San Fernando, La Union, the regional office of DOLE Region 1. At in the DOLE, medyo marami na pong taon.
Pero ang ano ko sa inyo, parang na-assign kayo or na-assign ka sa iba-ibang mga branches or regions?
Hindi po. Ngayon lang po nagkaroon ng kasi yung strengthening of the field offices. Kaya nabigyan ng mga i-distribute po yung mga heads sa mga bawat probinsya. Meron po kaming tinatawag na rationalization plan ng department. In fact, it's not only with DOLE but even with other government agencies. tinatawag na rationalization plan na ini-streamline yung bureaucracy daw.
I see. Pero sabagay, it's a very good thing also. At isa, hindi lang yun, aside sa nai-assign kayo sa ibang lugar, nakakapasya din kayo. Okay, ma'am. So, let's move on. Ito, ready na ba tayo? Ito na, umpisa na tayo. Let's start with the usual concerns ng isang empleyado or, employee. First muna, pag-usapan natin yung employment status. Status ng isang employee. Ano po ba yung sinasabi natin na pag-apply ng trabaho, there's a so-called, there's a contractual, di ba? And then there will be a probationary, and then from probationary could be a regular periods or the so-called permanent employees na siya. So, paano to? Pag sinabi natin contractual, ang contractual, ito unang tanong, ang contractual, ang pagkakaintindi kong contractual hindi dapat siya umabot ng 6 months. Am I correct?
Hindi po. Depende, kontrata nga po yan. Kapag sinasabing kontrata, depende po sa usapan ng employer at saka employees. Kung ang contract niya is 3 months, 6 months, 5 months, 1 year, or 1 or 2, 3 years. So, yun po ang kontrata.
Pwede yun?
Opo, pwede po
pwede
yan. Opo. So, ayun sinasabi niyo po kanina, yung pwede bang classification of employment? Probationary, contractual, permanent, yung mga yun.
Mga trainees, mga ganun. So, basta sa contractual, depende talaga sa kontrata yon. Hindi naman automatic na pag sumobra sa 6 months, wala namang obligasyon ang employer na i-ano kagad siya, i-permanent. Kontrata yon.
Kasi at the very outset, alam mo na kung ano yung kung ano kang empleyado, kung ikaw ba contractual, permanent, under probationary, or casual.
But it is allowed by the DOLE na magkaroon ng contractual basis.
Pero hindi po pwede yung endo-endo. 5 months, 5 months, 5 months. Hindi po pwede.
Hindi pwede yun.
That is a circumvention po yan ang batas at hindi po yan inaalaw.
So kung mag-contractual man, sige, specific 3 months, kung hindi man 1 year.
Depende po kung ilang period yung kanilang kontrata.
What about the so-called probationary? Probationary ba? Probationary, these are the people na, yun, ang sinasabi ko, 6 months na kailangan after 6 months, automatic, maging regular siya. Is that how the probationary status?
Hindi po. Ang probationary period po, the purpose of putting a person or an employee under probation is to determine his fitness to the job. So kung yung pong kaniyang trabaho is can already be seen his fitness within a period of 3 months. Usually kasi 3 months po yung ang probationary.
3 months of probationary? Hindi 6 months?
Usually. Meron din pong 6 months, depende po yung kung anong klaseng trabaho niya. So, kung halimbawa makita na ng employer na he or she have already met the standards that the employer have set for that particular job, then hindi na siya sasabihin, okay na yung probation mo, pwede ka na kitang i-hire as a permanent employee. Pero pwede rin naman sabihin na, sorry, you did not meet the standard that the position is calling for. So we will not renew your employment anymore. Or hindi siya pwede matanggap as a permanent employee.
But the probationary should also have a contract, di ba? Na 3 months or 6 months contract, yan na ikaw ay magiging probationary. Yes. But pagkat hindi matapos yung kontrata na yun, like for example, 3 months or 6, pag hindi natapos at nakita na natin na fit nga siya doon sa requirement ng job na yan or position na yan, automatic, pwede yun. Mabaliwala yung kontrata na yan.
Opo. Pero dapat, we should be very careful. Dapat po, sundin yung due process.
Due process pa rin.
Tanggalin siya, hindi nakikita na hindi siya fit dun sa position, di dapat sabihin na sa kanya na sorry, you are not meeting the requirements.
Pwede. What about, kasi alam ko sa professional, is there such things called na okay, mag-trainee ka muna. Training for a period of 1 month to 3 months. Is this allowed?
Opo. Ang trainee, may programa po dyan, tinatawag na kasanayan. Dati po yan Kasanayan. Dati po yan apprenticeship or learnership program. wherein the DOLE proper was the one that implemented it, but now it is the TESDA that handles it. So under that program, bago ang employer mag-hire ng isang learner or apprentice, dapat meron siyang programa na isasubmit sa TESDA na ipapa-approve po. Pag na-approve yung programa niya, pwede na po siyang mag-hire ng employees as learners and apprentices and with the corresponding contract din.
I see.
Na nakalagay po siya na doon na siya a learner or apprentice and that these are his work, mga trabaho niya, and then with the corresponding salary stated in the contract.
The contract. Hindi yan
usually 75% of the minimum.
sa trainee yan.
Sa learner at saka
sa learner tsaka yung iba pa yung apprentice. Meron pa sinasabing OJT, this OJT, this by ano ng mga school. So okay lang yun.
Iba po yung OJT, sir. Kasi kung yung OJT, yung pong OJT yan if it is a requirement of the school, the employer or the student must show that is a school requirement prior to their graduation. So by then, only then can they be accepted as OJT. Pero in the absence of that, dapat sila employee and therefore they should be paid the corresponding
I see. And being the trainee with all the requirements from TESDA, 75% of the minimum yung learner. So hindi pwede na mag-hire ako ng isang trainee muna bago tapos gawin kitang probi after a month. Hindi
po. Kasi po, yung learner na yan, apprentice, pag ikaw nakita na you are already fit for the job, you can be admitted or you can be already considered as permanent na siya.
Ay, gano'n?
Hindi na siya
dadaan ng probationary?
Parang probation na niya.
So, okay. At least, so basta, kung learner, pero kung ikaw na hired as a probationary, then of course, yun nga, yung napag-usapan natin kanina, kahit hindi mo matapos yung probationary period mo na yun at nakita ka na pwede ka nang ma-hire. Pero pwede ka rin ma-terminate yung contract mo kung hindi maganda ang performance o hindi talaga nag-fit doon. Now,
provided that the due process of law should be observed.
Magkano usually ang minimum wage sa isang probationary?
Minimum wage
provincial, is it provincial or regional? Regional, oo.
Minimum din po.
Minimum din.
Okay.
Hindi
kagaya ng kasanayan or apprentice or learner, which is 75% of the minimum wage.
What about pag ikaw automatic na hire na regular employee or permanent, magkano? May adjustments ba dapat yun?
Wala po. Except if the company gives there is a company policy that in case after being hired as apprentice or learner, then pag na-permanent siya, tataas ang sweldo niya for this much, gano'n. Okay lang po.
Okay lang yan.
Pero sa batas, wala naman po siyang binaba.
Wala. Basta ang probationary at ang kung ikaw ay ma-hire na regular, minimum pa rin. Minimum pa rin. So, ang increases depende sa company. Magkano ang minimum natin regional? Magkano ba?
Ang minimum wage po sa micro.
Pag sinabi natin micro.
Pag sinabi pong micro establishments are those establishments that have capitalization of 3 million and below.
3 million below.
Ang minimum wage po dyan sa mga establishments, employees employed in those category of establishments is 205 pesos per day. Doon naman po sa others, 253.
253.
And for those hospitals that are categorized as level 2, 236.
Hospitals.
236.
Micro, those 3 million below, 205 per day.
Yes,
and then the rest...
3 million and below, sir.
3 million, sorry. 3 million and below. 205. And the rest, 3 million and above.
253. With exception of hospitals, with the level of 3 categorized as level 2. Level 2 is 236.
Aside sa mga increases na pinapatupad ng batas, are the employees also kumbaga, it's the right ba ng isang empleyado na yearly or annually may increase ang sweldo?
Hindi po
Hindi.
Kasi ang Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board, an agency under the Department of Labor and Employment, sets the wage, the minimum wage. After consultations with employer and employees din.
Saka,
So hindi po taon-taon.
Taon-taon.
Kung meron lang nakikita na may mga changes in the economy, mga oil price increases, ganyan. Saka lang po sila nag-deliberate ng wage increases.
Except, what if, kunwari, no, yung position, so bagay, depende pa rin sa employer rin, no? Like, for example, yung isang permanent employee na promote sa isang level, for example, from an ordinary employee to a supervisory to managerial position. So, ano yun, may sakop ba ang DOLE doon na dapat ito ang sweldo ng isang supervisor sa isang manager?
Wala po.
Wala.
Oo. Kasi, siyempre, ang company, sila yung may bahala na magtumingin kung ano yung mga pagkakaiba ng kanilang mga sweldo ng mga empleyado. Basta ang minimum, ang batas lang ay tinatalaga niya kung magkano po yung minimum, yung pinakamababa. So, the employer can go higher.
Depende
Basta
talaga
wag lang po
bababasa. Okay, before we pause for a break, ma'am, so may possibility ba talaga na isang provisionary na empleyado hanggang tumagal hanggang ang minimum wage sa probinsya is like, for example, 253, ay magiging 253 lang siya hanggat walang batas o walang wage increase na pinatupad ang So may possible talaga ganun. Okay. Hindi pa ako pwede mag-require na dagdagan mo naman. Pwede yun.
Pwede yung pag-usapan. Negotiate, sir.
Negotiation between the employee and employer. No?
Lalo na pag nakikita niya, medyo kumikita naman po yung company. Diba? Sige, wala ba tayo? Pwede naman po yun. Kaya po napag-uusapan naman po ng employer and employee.
Hindi naman automatic na, na-promote ako, tapos ito lang ang sweldo ko pa rin. Parang
or, siyempre, di ba, mapopromote ka, tapos more responsibility, tapos parehong sweldo. Siguro naman dapat may corresponding increase naman.
So, it depends pa rin sa employer, no? Kung magkano ibigay niya. Kung dagdagan niya ng 5 pesos, ay, makonsensya na siya. Ma'am, dyan ka muna, mama. Wow, yun, may nalaman na tayo between a contractual, a trainee, a provisionary, to a regular or a permanent employee. Sa pagbabalik natin po ay atin naman tanungin ang mga benefits from the sick leave, vacation leave. Ano nga ba ito? Ano pang mga monetary benefits ang makukuha ng isang regular employee? Yan po sa pagbabalik ng Let's Talk together with our friend from the DOLE office. Diyan po kayo. Magbabalik pa po kami.